The domain of the Big Cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, Lions, Wildcats, and Cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get a pair of them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cougars will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Washington State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there's an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Washington State going quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot's
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air, it's McGarry. Quick completion on the out route. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Gets the back moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's got it on the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's 4. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Washington State lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And he the 1st down, but he got drilled
offenses get first downs like this, and they move the sticks, and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Takes it on the shovel. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Dropping back, it's McGarry. Right on the money.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged in the middle, it's Hoffman. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Find space on the right.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Second down going up.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Give him 105 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's McGarry. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll lift to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
It's caught. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's McGarry. Catch in the middle. It's Hoffman. They'll immediately call timeout.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Marches ahead. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun on third down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Quarterback may change this route. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's McGarry. Throws to the wideout. This time it's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Kansas State, 21. Washington State, 3.
Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Washington State going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. To the air, it's McGarry. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive play.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Back to throw, it's McGarry. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own. He's got it, 1st down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. The give to the back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
He's taking the shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
35, Washington State, 3.
Fielded in the end zone. It's called. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward because...
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Quarterback making adjustments. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking to throw, it's McGarry. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Right down the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now on the option. Now the pitch. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He'll pull it down. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he still can beat.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like